At least 7 Indians are believed to be among the nearly 300 people who've died in the serial bomb blast that struck 3 cities across Sri Lanka on Easter Sunday. Of the dead, at least 4 are believed to be a part of a 7-member team of JDS party workers on a tour of the island nation after the second phase of polling concluded in Karnataka on 18th April. While the identity of the 5th JDS worker is yet to be ascertained, the other 2 are still considered missing. The nation will be in a state of emergency starting Monday midnight, and while the Sri Lankan government has held local jihadist group National Tawheed Jamaat responsible for the blast, the group has actually denied their involvement. Until the investigations into the terror attack are complete, the Sri Lankan government has banned WhatsApp, Facebook and Instagram, all owned by Facebook, out of concern that false news reports spreading through social media could lead to violence. The path has been cleared for Rahul Gandhi's candidacy from Amethi. His nomination from his home turf was declared valid on Monday, 22nd April, after some alleged discrepancies in his election affidavit concerning his citizenship as well as his educational qualifications were raised by the BJP. Addressing a rally in Amethi earlier today, Gandhi once again spoke about promises made in the manifesto, including those for women's reservation, farmers' rights, as well as making Amethi a centre of education. Earlier today, in response to a contempt petition filed by a BJP MP, Rahul Gandhi expressed regret over attributing his remarks to the apex court and said that it was said in the heat of the moment. He was clarifying remarks made after the Supreme Court allowed the submission of new documents in the Rafale case earlier this month. Over 2 days have passed since Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi was accused of sexual harassment and misconduct by a former Supreme Court staff member. In an urgent and extraordinary meeting called on Saturday, the 20th of April, the CJI called the charges against himself unbelievable, terming it part of a bigger force to deactivate the CJI's office. So what's next in this case? Vakasha explains.
So we're in a really sort of problematic situation where the set of rules which you'd imagine would apply to this and would allow a complaint to be made against the Chief Justice, that committee has not been able to take any action so far because technically it also falls under the CJI and it may not have the power to do that at all. The other problem is that even under the Supreme Court's in-house procedure, which is another thing which exists, any complaint against any judge of the Supreme Court about any sort of impropriety or a sort of violation of any sort of rules has to again go through the Chief Justice of India. Now this obviously appears to be a bit of an oversight when the in-house procedure was formed in 1999, when the regulations for the Internal Complaints Committee were set up in 2013. But the problem is, even though they were told about this 5 years ago by Nariman, nothing's happened. So where does that leave us? Well, at this point, we have no clue where things are going to go. Some of the options are obviously that a full court of the Supreme Court could get together. So that's all the judges, all the 27 judges or so, who can all now then take a call on what should happen. I mean, obviously excluding the Chief Justice, on what should be done in this case. Now, they could potentially appoint a committee of retired judges to look into the case. But we don't know what's going to happen because at this point there's absolutely no clarity. There's no order from the CJI or from the court.
At long last, and after several rounds of negotiations, the Congress party has finally released a list of 6 candidates, including former Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit and Congress leader Ajay Maken from Delhi. While Sheila Dikshit will go up against the BJP's Manoj Tiwari from the North East Delhi seat, Maken will be contesting on the New Delhi ticket. Addressing the media later, Dikshit said that she was confident of doing well from the constituency.
जाने दीजिएगा वहाँ पर, क्योंकि पहले भी मैं यहाँ से लड़ चुकी हूँ, तो ये नहीं है कि मैं इस जगह को जानती नहीं हूँ और यहाँ के लोगों से परिचित हूँ और वहाँ के लोग भी मेरे से परिचित हैं, तो उसको देखते हुए क्या मैं कर सकती हूँ, क्या उनकी आवश्यकता है, क्या चाहिए उन्हें, क्योंकि जो मेट्रो हमने शुरू करी थी वो इसी इलाके से करी थी। तो देखिए, काम तो करेंगे हम। हमेशा हमारी रेपुटेशन कांग्रेस की रही है कि काम करती है और काम लोगों के लिए, जो उनके हित के लिए होता है, वही काम करती है।
While the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party were keen on forming an alliance in the capital to keep the BJP out, the negotiations ultimately fell through. Delhi goes to vote on the 12th of May. The third phase of the Lok Sabha elections on the 23rd of April will see the maximum number of constituencies going to polls in a single phase. This phase will see BJP attempting to defend almost 62 seats, while the Congress also fights to retain another 16 seats. A number of key contests are likely to be seen in Gujarat, with the BJP defending its bastion, winning all 26 seats in the 2014 general elections. However, the Congress also has a fighting chance, considering their good performance in the 2017 assembly polls. While the BJP does have a stronghold in many of the North Karnataka seats going to polls, it's important to note that their vote share had dipped after the assembly elections last year. A tough fight is also expected in UP, with the BJP going up against the BSP-SP alliance and the Congress also expected to eat into the BJP's vote share. Some of the other important states going to polls tomorrow will be Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Bihar and Chhattisgarh, among others. To continue receiving all such news and updates, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to The Quint.